Hey y'all, it's DJ Tay and it is video time. All right, so we're going to be doing the Unit 1 study guide. For right now, it is page 1 that we're going to focus on. So get ready, make sure that you have all of your work from the study guide ready so that you can check your work as I go along. Let's look at this very first problem, number 1. What is the greatest common factor of 24 and 30? So my first key thing is to notice is wanting to know a factor. So that means I am dividing up these numbers. So I'm going to put my 24 and my 30 here so that I could do the listing method. And I'm going to do this in pairs. I know in 24, 1 in 24 goes into 24. 1 times 24 is an even number, so 2 times 12. And then 3 times 8. And 4 times 6. All right, so now let's look at 30. I know it always has a 1, and that's times 30. It's an even number, so 2 times 15. 3 times 10. No 4s, no 5s. Oh, yes, it is a 5. 5 times 6. All right, so we have our factors for each of these cool numbers. And let's pick another color because I want to do our next step of selecting. We're going to select the numbers that they have in common. I'm going to circle each of those because they both have 1s. They both have 2s and 3s. Let's see, they also have 6s. And that's it. So now I'm looking for the greatest of those numbers. And so I see that the greatest one is here. It's 6. So the GCF is equal to 6. All right, let's look at number 2. Spin Master Traster's rabbit eats 3/4 of a pound of food each day. If she buys a 15-pound bag of food, how many days will she be able to feed her rabbit? So I like to visualize things, and sometimes this helps me when I draw things. So let's say she has this big old bag of food. It's 15 pounds, and it's saying the rabbit eats 3/4 of a pound. So that means I am dividing this bag up by how much she eats each day. The reason that's important because I need to know what operation to perform here. So I see since I am dividing up this food, I am dividing in my problem. So my math sentence is 15 divided by 3/4. All right. So now using our SOAR method, I'm going to go ahead. My tip is putting the 1 over that. Under that, I am going to keep the first number the same, do the opposite operation, and find the reciprocal of the second number. And then I multiply straight across. 15 times 4 is equal to 60. And 1 times 3 is 3. But I'm not done yet because I can easily simplify this fraction, because remember this fraction bar here is like a division symbol. So 60 divided by 3 simply equals 20. So my answer for how many days will she be able to feed her rabbit? It's 20 days. All right, so now let's go to the next one. 6 divided by 1/8. So I'm going to rewrite it. 6 over 1 divided by 1/8. And I keep the first number the same, do the opposite operation, and find the reciprocal of the second number. Now I multiply straight across. 6 times 8 is 48. 1 times 1 is 1. So it's 48 over 1, or simply 48 for our quotient. Okay, number 4. At the Canon Movies grand opening, every 6th customer will receive a free drink, and every 10th customer will receive a free movie rental. What number customer will be the first to receive both gifts? So I have to decide, looking at this, whether this is going to be a LCM or a GCF problem. Let's look at the clues. All right, so one clue is that it's saying every 6th customer and every 10th customer. And what number customer would be the first? The first is one of our clue words, and both free gifts. So looking at these clues, I know that this is going to be an LCM problem. All right, a LCM problem. So I have to remember that LCM is for multiples. So I'm going to find the multiples of 10 and 6 and see what they have in common. So my multiples of 6, 6 times 1 is 6, times 2 is 12, times 3, times 4, times 5, times 6. Now I'm going to find my multiples of 10 times 1, times 2, times 3. I'm going to stop there. And if you know, like I know, you know why I'm going to stop here. It's because we have already found a match. I don't need to keep going for the least common multiple. I see that the first number that they have in common is 30. So my LCM is 30, which means that my answer of what number customer will be the first to receive both gifts is the 30th customer. All right, the 30th customer. All right, let's look at, I'm going to have to move over a little space for number 5. Hitmaker Haskins bought a 16-pound turkey for 75 cents per pound. How much money did she pay for the turkey? So that means for every 1 pound, she had to pay 75 cents. But she got 16 of those pounds. So that means I need to do some multiplication here, all right? So I am going to multiply 16 times 75 cents. Since we are multiplying a decimal, all we need to do is line up our numbers. We are not lining up the decimal points for multiplication. All right, so 5 times 6, have 30, carry the 3. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. Done with my 5s. Now I'll put my placeholder 0. 7 times 6 is 42. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11. Now I'm going to add. All right, so that's a weird looking 2 there, but it's all right. Okay, so now I have where I have done that multiplication, our normal multiplication, but it gave me some what seems like a wonky answer, didn't it? That's because I'm not done yet. I have $1,200. I know she didn't pay $1,200 for that turkey. That'd be crazy. So the next step I have to look at is I go back up to these original numbers and I count how many decimal places are after each one. So for 16, there are no numbers after that. So I'm just going to put a 0. And for 0.75, it's 1, 2 numbers after that decimal place. So that means I have to move my decimal 2 times. So 1, 2, and that's where I'm putting my decimal. So my final answer for how much money did she pay for the turkey? She paid $12. Not bad at all. Okay, guys. So I thank you for watching this page 1 video. I suggest that you get ready to watch the second one.